Hey guys, how are you? It's Georgia again. I thought that for supper tonight, my daughter and grandbabies and my son-in-law was coming down for supper, and I thought it's colder than a frog's belly out there. And I thought that I would fix them some vegetable beef soup. And I thought I'd show you how I do it. And what you're going to need is, I like a lot of meat in mine. I like it real meaty. And this is 2 pounds and 2 ounces of good old hamburger. Now, I don't get chuck. It's not flavorful enough for me. I drain it, but I love the hamburger. Ain't that pretty, too? And it was just $5.92. That's not too bad. Not for a supper to feed a big old crew, and there'll be leftovers. And then you want 1 jug of beef stock. This is 32 ounces. And I'll use it all. And I've got the Alpha's bunch of these little carrots in these little fun packs. And I'm going to put 4 of them in there. They're froze. I got them out of the freezer. Got 4 of them. And they are 3 ounces, 12 ounces of carrots. That's about a can. Because it's 15 ounces. So that's good enough. And I thought, I've got big carrots, but I thought, you know what? Them little ones be perfect in vegetable soup. So I'm going that route at it. And then I've got a can of whole kernel corn, a can of peas. I've got about a little over a quarter of a cabbage head. And a can of my beans I canned 2, 3, 4 years ago. And I've got a quart of tomato juice I canned here a couple of 3 years ago. And I'm going to put the baby reds in there. And I may or may not peel them. I don't never know what I'm going to do. I may peel half and not peel the rest. Who knows? According to how much time I'm needing to get on with it. And a good sharp knife. And then a good pot. I have some rust on my lid where it's got a ding in it. It's clean. But that thing's heavy too. It's iron. Well, now you know. Look at that thing. It's heavier than lead. Oh, I love it though. Let me get it on the stove. Get it over here and get it going. And I'm going to get that hamburger in there. Let me rinse my hands out. They were clean. But I'll rinse them off anyway. Here's my big, I heard a big clang a while ago. I didn't know what that was. It's where my knife had fell off my big knife had fell out of the drain board where I'd washed it. Let's get this hamburger in here and get it going. Turn it up. There we go. Got it in there. And I tell you what, it will take an act of Congress to find the can opener, children. I don't know what I do with things. Nope. You look right there, honey. It's right there on top. Don't need it for them. I'll probably have to have help opening them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Let's dust these off just a little dab. Get everything open. And now, whenever I make chili or something, I don't drain my beans and whatnot. But now, when I'm making this soup, I do drain because I want the broth and my tomato juice in there is what I want. And if I don't have tomato juice or just ain't in the mood for it, I don't use it. I just straight up use broth and maybe a little water. I've even used chicken broth. It's just fine. Works just as well. And maybe plop me in a can of crushed tomatoes or diced tomatoes or something like that in there. And I don't drain them now. I just dump them in there like they are. There's my peas and my corn open. And I'll cut up my cabbage here right fast while all that's happening over there. Because we're not going to fool around, honey. We're going to get this done. Let me get my hamburger broke up here and spread out a little bit. Because this bad boy, this is going to get hot. Had one little bit of frozen spot still in it. Now let me get my cabbage cut up. I like it cut kind of fine, so it's all over it. I don't put onion in mine. To me, it overwhelms a dish. Not all dishes. I don't want it in this stuff. I don't know if anybody does that or not. I don't. And that's about the way now I like my cabbage when it's going in a soup. Boy, it's a good night for a good soup or a stew, though, I just tell you. Cold and muddy. Good Lord, you wouldn't believe it. This whole farm is just a big farm full of mud. I could farm mud. If anybody was purchasing mud, it's down here, people. We could negotiate the price. It's never muddy, even after rain. But see, we've had 2 good snows in the last week and a half. And I tell you what, snow creates mud. It makes the ground just spongy. And rain don't do that. Rain beats your ground down. Washes mud off, you find your gravels again. But honey, snow don't. Snow just makes a mud hole. And this whole place is a mud hole. Thank God for gravels from the car to the porch. And the porch is concrete, thank goodness. Alright, I got my cabbage cut up, and you can see that I've got it cut. See, it's fine and stringy. There's quite a bit of it here. Now, I'm going to stir around in my hamburger and get it done. And then I'll be back. Thank you. Alright, guys, here's where we're at. Our hamburger. Let me see if I can. Whoa. But well, it's in. It's done, and you see all the grease and whatnot in it. And I'm getting ready to drain it. And I've got my carrots opened and washed. Here they are. And I've got my cabbage cut up. And then I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you. Hey, guys. Here's my pot. Right there. And I've got the hamburger. I can't find it. Let me turn the camera around. There's the hamburger. And look how much drained off of it. That's a bunch, ain't it? It's still draining a little bit. And I'm getting ready to put everything in it. Let me turn it around here. Let me set my camera up right here, and I'll show you what we're doing. So I can get it on my pot there. That's drained good enough. Just a little dab in it. All right, let's get our hamburger back in there. Got that all cleaned out. And let me drain my peas and corn right quick.
Find me secret songs.
Drain the peas and corn, get them in there. There's the corn. Get the peas in there. There's the peas. And let's get our beef broth. Well, I don't know if you can see me fooling with them peas and corn or not. Probably. Let me get this open, and this one, the ones you got to pull the ring out of. I've got used to the ones that, when you open it, you think that it's, well, I threw the lid away. It's good. I planned on using all of it because it's down in the trash now. It already looks good. And there's all of that. And let's get these green beans finished. It'll take an act of Congress to get that lid off them beans, honey. Find me a fork or something other to pop under them. That's hot. There we go. Drain these. Get them in there. I didn't drain the bone dry. I got the first out of it because I'm in a hurry and dab ain't gonna matter. There they come. And them good old white half runners right there that I've got canned. Got them in there. Try one of them. Oh, God, them's good. My goodness. Get this tomato juice. Oh, God, them beans was delicious. I could eat them cold. See if I can break into the tomato juice. Ah, yummy, yummy. I could just turn that up and drink it.
I really want to do.
And now let's see what we got now.
I'm going to start con animal.
And I'm going to get my carrots in there.
Daddy.
Got them in. Get my cabbage in there. There's my cabbage. Got it all down in the burners. That iron is hot around that burner. Ouch. Pretty warm, pretty warm. And I'm going to get this back on again. On a little bit lower because it's plumb bumping full. And I'm going to put the lid on it so that it don't do no evaporating. I don't want it to evaporate because I don't believe I've got any more beef broth. But now I've got more tomato juice and I could put some chicken broth in it if I wanted to. But it's going to be perfect. Thick with vegetables, thick with meat, and hearty. All right, let's get our burner on. There we go. Let me turn it down to medium. Get it back on. Let me put me a little dab of salt and pepper in it. There's some salt. There's a little bit of pepper. And now let's get a lid on it and let it be doing its cooking while I dice potatoes. Let me show it to you guys right fast here. Let me show it to you. You see how thick it is. It's plumb full. I'll dice me some potatoes and we'll get them in there too. All right, thank you. Okay, guys, I've got everything in there and it's just now trying to come to a boil. And I've got my potatoes peeled, and I peeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the little red ones. And I'm going to show you how to do mine whenever I put them in my soup. I don't want big old chunks. Sometimes I do, but not always. Just whatever I'm wanting at that time. And I'm kind of wanting this to go ahead and get done, so that's why I'm doing it not as thick as I normally would. And then let me show you. Here is what we're, wow. See, they're not that big. They're a little bit longish, but they're not very big. That way they'll get done quite a bit faster. That's what I need them to do because we hungry. Oh, Bailey's screaming, feed me, hurry. I was hungry. And I'm always up for feeding that Bailey. We'll be back in a minute. Thank you. I'm going to get these potatoes cut up and get them. I'm not going to put them in there yet, though. I'm going to try to get that up on high drive, get it boiling away so them little carrots can get done. I'm glad I put them little carrots in there. And then, of course, everything else, you know, the peas and beans and corn, all that stuff's already done. But you want it to soak up some good taste and flavor. All right. I'll be back. Thank you. Hey guys, I forgot to put my dad burned spices in my vegetable soup. I put salt and pepper in there, but I forgot my other tricks. I don't like to put that there. Let me put that on the chopping block over there. I forgot my red pepper flakes. And I don't want it plumb full, you know, to where it'll burn you or anything. It just adds a lot of flavor. And then a little bit of basil, not a big bunch. I don't measure it. I just shake some out in there. That's probably a quarter of a teaspoon, something like that. And you can see it pretty good there. There it is. Let me stir it up. It's coming along nicely. Let me check the... Them carrots are still pretty tough, so I'm not going to put the cabbage is starting to cook up good, though. Now, I'm not going to put the potatoes in until these carrots are... Well, they're starting to cook good. That one just must have been a tough carrot. Wow. Because I've cut 3 or 4 more, and they cut easily. Well, it might be time to go ahead and get my... I'll go ahead and get my potatoes in there then, because the cabbage and the carrots is the main thing.
Look.
Potatoes. And here's my potatoes. And let's try to get them incorporated in there. And by the time these potatoes get done, I've got them diced small. Them carrots will be completely done. And we've got a good hearty vegetable beef soup here. Because I put 2 pounds of hamburger in it, and then I put 32 ounces of beef broth in it. And if I had added one, I didn't realize how salty that particular brand of beef broth was. I never bought that before. But it must have been salty because I didn't put much salt in here at all. And if I'd have put one more drop, it would have been too much. But anyhow, now we got our basil in there, and we've got our red pepper flakes in there. We ain't got a lot of neither one. Just give it a little something, and you go, what is that? That's good. Ooh, well, you don't want to touch that joker. But it's so, look how rich and pretty that is. Look at that. Alrighty then. I'll let you off here.
At night, is it smooth?
Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm back. I believe our potatoes should be done. Let me check on them. We got plenty good. Everything. Oh, it looks good. It smells good. Check a potato right fast. And turn her off. She is done. And I didn't bake no cornbread. My son-in-law loves crackers with his soup. And I said, well, I'll eat crackers with our soup. It's real meaty and got a lot of vegetables and beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. So let me make us a bowl. Get us out some good old Zesta crackers. Now for meatloaf or something, I don't care what kind of crackers you use, but now for soup and stuff, you need a good cracker. That's just my opinion. But now I bought plenty of the off-brands, I call them. Gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, look at that. The little carrots were absolutely perfect for that. And they got done in a timely manner. And I cut my potatoes up small where they sure would. And I'm loving that juice. And I want to thank y'all again for everything that you all say and do. And for all the love that y'all share on my videos and stuff. I appreciate it so much. And thank you everyone. Until next time. Thank you. And this is vegetable soup. Thank you.